welcome to this week's edition of Auto Today. I'm Sanket Upadhyay, and what you see right now here perhaps could give you a sense of deja vu. If you look here, you would feel something Quanto-ish. And look here and you will feel that there is something Mobilio-ish as far as Honda is concerned. Well, no, they're not those two models. They're completely different animals. Here's a look at what we have been able to pack in this week's edition. On the show this week, Honda's eagerly awaited BRV. Mahindra brings the Nuvosport. And Shell showcases their all-new concept vehicle. Now in India, this compact SUV segment seems to be hotting up. There are a lot of manufacturers who want to be in this space and not just exist but thrive. And Honda, quite reasonably so, has the same dream. They're known to deliver hits after hits. So there comes the BRV, which was launched or revealed at the Delhi Auto Expo earlier this year. But if you take a look at this thing, you would feel perhaps that this is slightly Mobilio-ish. Basically taking a Mobilio and making it a little better. Yogendra Pratap test drives the all-new BRV and tries to find out whether, apart from the looks, which have significantly improved, is it a shade better than the old Mobilio.
We are here in the land of the royals, the land that has seen many a battle, and so has this massive and impressive fortress, the Kumbhalgarh Fort. But we are here to see another battle, the one for the compact SUV segment in the country, and whether the Honda BRV, the latest entrant in this segment, can take the fight to the Hyundai Creta as well as the Renault Duster. The driving feel of the car is just like any other Honda. It's a very smooth engine. The BRV comes with a petrol and a diesel engine. They have added a 6-speed transmission to the petrol engine. So the lower gear, the first gear is shorter and the 6th gear is taller, giving it more drivability as well as better fuel efficiency. Honda has a knack of making very smart interiors. It is very functional and very neat. The instrument cluster, for example, there's a multi-function display which gives you all the information that you might need. The door pockets have cup holders, rather bottle holders, and there are cup holders in the center. Center console does not have a touch screen. It does not have a navigation display. So that is one negative point of the interiors. You might be wondering why there is so little boot space in this Honda BRV, a compact SUV. But that's because there's a third row of seats here. And Honda says that they are very easy to use and access. With one touch on the second row of seats, you can fold this seat over and get into the third row. And of course, if there's need only for 5 people, then the third row can be folded over as simply as the second row to liberate a lot of boot space. We started off in the city. We drove through villages, on urban roads, on rural roads, and the car that we've been driving is the Honda BRV. I'm happy to say that it's an excellent 7-seat option for an urban commuter and complements the Mobilio, which is already in Honda's portfolio well, and has the capability to take on the Hyundai Creta and the Renault Duster.
Take a look at this name, Nuvosport, and then this company, this manufacturer, Mahindra. So you would feel that perhaps this is a brand new SUV, brand new model. But then zoom out a little and you would feel a sense of deja vu. Quanto, 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 and then you come here and you see something new has been done. Simran Rastogi takes a test drive of the new Nuvosport, Mahindra's latest offering, and tries to find out what's new and what's not.
This is the all-new Mahindra Quanto. No, it's called the Nuvosport, but it is meant to be the replacement to the Quanto, though it is based on a different chassis. It's based on the chassis that the TUV and the Scorpio use, which means it's just a little lighter, a little stiffer, and it's supposed to help in ride quality. The Nuvosport is powered by an upgraded engine that's also found in the TUV 300. It's a pretty nice unit, but let's talk about the exterior changes first.
With the Nuvosport, Mahindra has chosen to address a major problem that plagued the Quanto, its face. Mahindra has managed to reshape the front of the car into something that looks quite good, but that weird feeling of disproportion that the Quanto gave off sadly remains, even if it is masked to an extent.
So we've seen what's changed to the exterior of the Quanto to make it the Nuvosport. The inside though doesn't really reflect that. For anybody who is familiar with the Quanto, you'll immediately feel at home over here.
The Nuvosport is very similar to the Quanto when it comes to the interiors as well. There is now a 6.2-inch touchscreen infotainment system added to the dash, plus dual airbags, ABS and EBD now come standard on top variants and as add-ons across the range. The quality of material though, most notably the plastic in the dash, could have been better. Even the general finish leaves a bit to be desired. The steering mounted controls have some weird quirks, like not being able to skip audio tracks for example. Another oddity is the absence of a one-touch lane change function.
Alright, as you can see, headroom at the rear is generous. The view out the window is also generous. What's not so great is the really vertical seating angle. Now, the Nuvosport does come with a lever that lets you recline the seat into a more comfortable position, but your jump seats have to be down for that. So we're in the third row of seats in the Nuvosport, and everything might look okay if I'm bent over like this, but as soon as I lean back for the backrest, my head touches. So, no. Made worse by the fact that there is no seat belts and there is no AC vents for either the third row or the second row.
At the back, the Nuvosport boot space stands at a class-leading 412 litres with the jump seat in the third row folded up. If needed, even the second row seats can be folded up to free more space. They don't fold flat, but offer a 60-40 split instead.
So the AMT gearbox on the Nuvosport is a revamped unit from Ricardo, and it doesn't work in exactly the same way that other AMTs that you may be used to do work. So to actually move the car out of neutral, you just push the lever to the left, which puts you into auto mode. If you push it to the left again, you're in manual, which then gives you control over the gearbox, where an up is an upshift and pushing it down towards the minus sign is a downshift. Again, to get back into neutral, you push it right towards the neutral letter, and reverse is then towards neutral and back into R.
The Mahindra Nuvosport does bring a lot to the table in terms of convenience and space for the family, but falls short in some basic areas. If all you want from an SUV is space, then the Nuvosport might be worth a look.
What if I were to tell you that there is one oil company that actually wants to invest in a car which will consume less oil. We take a look at Shell's concept car. Now, many would argue that this could be at best a PR exercise, but here's my take on this. If someone, purely for perception's sake also, is trying to do something good, something positive, should we not appreciate it?
Taking a different approach to energy efficiency, Shell has unveiled a new concept city car which stresses on the need for material reduction right from the time of production. By using cutting-edge technology through a process called co-engineering, the vehicle body, engine design and lubricants are all created together. The concept is an iteration of the Gordon Murray designed T25 city car produced in 2010, for which Shell produced prototype oil designed to improve efficiency. Shell has given the car the ability to deliver a 34% reduction in primary energy use when compared to a typical city car available in the UK. It would use half the energy used to build and run a small family car and up to 69% less than that of an SUV. Gasoline consumption for the vehicle hovers around 38 km per litre mark at 70 km per hour. While emission gets an improvement of 4.67 gram CO2 per kilometre with the use of bespoke lubricant, which is a 5% improvement when compared to a standard lubricants.
At all the news from the world of automobiles.
The Toyota Innova has had a very successful 10-year run in the country, and now the company has bought in the all-new Innova Creta. The quintessential family hauler promises to be all what its predecessor stood for and much more. It comes with the two brand new engines, a 2.4-litre and a 2.8-litre diesel mill, which get two driving modes, Eco and Power. Features include a 4.2-inch infotainment system, power-adjustable seats, automatic LED headlamps, digital display for the rear air conditioner vent and much more. Prices start at 13.84 lakh rupees and go up to 20.78 lakh rupees. Amir Khan is now the proud owner of Bajaj's new patriotic machine, the Bajaj V, which Rajiv Bajaj personally handed over at his residence. Now, the main USP of this bike is the fact that it contains a piece of metal from the decommissioned INS Vikrant, the heroic aircraft carrier that fought many wars for India during its reign. Amir Khan's bike even has a few personal touches in the mix, like an embossed A on the fuel tank and Chotelal graphic design on the rear seat cowl. Honda has marked their entry into the lucrative compact SUV segment and launched the much-awaited BRV in the country. It comes with the segment-first features like third row of seats and the option of paddle shifters coupled to a CVT gearbox. It's powered by the similar 5-litre petrol and 1.5-litre diesel engine, making 119 bhp and 100 bhp respectively. Features include leather upholstery, push-button start-stop system and a 3D multi-information display. Prices start from 8.75 lakh rupees to 12.9 lakh rupees.
Now, finding the best of the best in the world of automobiles is always a tall ask. And if the jury of the World Car Awards is asked to pick up the best, that is a very difficult task. Let's take a look at which cars are the cream of the crop.
The World Car Awards have become an yearly landmark, coveted by manufacturers across the globe as a badge of honor for their hardship and by the consumer for whom it acts as a milestone that represents their favorite cars. The jury, which consists of top automotive editors from across the globe, one of whom is our very own Yogendra Pratap, editor Auto Today, is driven by the same passion toward the best every year. The 73 World Car Awards jurors then voted on the experts' recommendations in February, and their ballots were tabulated by the international accounting firm KPMG.
luxury car 2016 is the BMW 7 Series.
As far as all cocooning luxury goes, the BMW 7 Series was chosen as the World Luxury Car of the Year, trumping the Volvo XC90 and Audi Q7. BMW's flagship boasts of 25 new features over the old car, of which 13 are segment first. Not an easy feat considering its company in the segment.
The World Performance Car 2016 is the Audi R8 Coupe.
The Audi R8 Coupe was named the World Performance Car of the Year, the third time it's winning this title. The jury has been impressed in the past as well by its excellent driving dynamics and manners, no matter whether it's being driven fast or slow. The R8 edged out the Honda Civic Type R and Mercedes-Benz AMG C63 Coupe.
The world's green car for 2016 is... Und der Sieger ist... Le gagnant est... El ganador es... Toyota Mirai.
The winner of the World Green Car of the Year is Toyota's Mirai. The Mirai is an indication of the future of fuel cell vehicle technology. Consider this, it can cover 480 kilometers plus on a single tank full and be ready to do another 480 kilometers in just 5 minutes. And its only emissions are water vapor.
And the winner, the World Car Award for 2016 is the Mazda MX-5.
The Mazda MX-5 won the top award of World Car of the Year 2016 along with being adjudged the prettiest, thereby bagging the World Car Design of the Year title.
With that, it's a wrap in this week's edition of Auto Today. Lots of action and fun lined up next week as well. Till then, stay safe, drive safe, and news and updates continue right here on India Today.